Hi guys, welcome back to I'll Take a Minute, where I wanted to take this time to talk about self-awareness, self-forgiveness. Now that finally, guys, after 10 months of tweaking medications, we finally have me at the right dosage for my ADHD, which, guys, I cannot believe, from kindergarten being told I talk too much and then not having any signs of that, going to school for medical things and raising a daughter and having that consistency, to when I relapsed 5 years ago, or maybe 6 years ago now, because I've been sober. It's going on almost 2 years, guys. Well, 1 year and 8 months, but still. But we finally have the right recipe, and I cannot believe that mental health is so important, guys. It really, really, truly is, because at 6 months of sobriety, I started thinking so many different thoughts, and I had so many different projects not completed in the house, which I didn't understand. It's like I'm a nurse assistant. I went to work every day, like I went to school, got my med cert, and now all of a sudden at 6 months in sobriety, I can't even function. Ain't no way in the world I could have went into assisted living, private care, none of them, because I probably would have went and put the patient on the bathroom and then forgot something and went in there to get it and then answered somebody light, and then I forgot I got that person on the toilet, where it really was that insane, guys. So if you're out there, especially mothers, if you're out there and you feeling like you crazy, you're not. Go get checked out. Women, ladies, we suffer in silence, or we think nothing's wrong with us, and especially black women, we go undiagnosed because we're so strong. They think because we're strong black women, is nothing wrong with us, or we just bitter. We just bitter and angry. No. We have either depression, or now they have that new thing called, I think, proxy, or something, poxy or POC. It takes your hair out and you get different fibroids on your uterus and acne and hair loss, where, guys, it is real. But thank God today is a lot of treatments out there for these things, where mental health goes that deep, ladies, where it's not just about it, schizophrenia or being bipolar. It could be something small like ADHD, depression, loneliness, abandonment, neglect, childhood, inner child issues. Guilty. We're inner child abandonment issues. And now that I have the right recipe, I was talking to my therapist saying, how did I go through all these years of being successful and going to school and holding down a good job as a nurse's aide? And she says, probably because of the consistency from raising my daughter, from getting her back at 2 years old, because I had relapsed when she was 2. I didn't get her back till she was 4 years old, guys. I had to work her father and his wife was like, you want to go ahead and smoke crack, go ahead, but we taking my baby. And they did, and I respect them for that. Thank God, because I had to work to get her back, and I got her back at 4. And thank God I didn't relapse again till she was, not that I'm proud of a relapse, no, but I didn't again till she had to be like 14, 15, and by then I left her home by herself. I would not bring her with me, because I'm up in crack houses, guys, seriously. Like, I'm not dragging my baby out there with me in nobody crack house, because then if you touch her, then that's gonna blow my mind, and I don't got time to be stopping wondering if you in there touching my child when I don't pay too much money to come up in here and party and gotta feed the house, guys. No. and my baby was safer at home. She did not need to see that. So that's why I said the self-forgiveness is like, wow, I left her home and she would get up and go to school every day and I wouldn't come home for like 2 days. By then, she's calling her father to let her know mommy didn't come home. So he would go get her furniture, and be out. You want to go ahead and relapse? I'm taking my daughter, and he had to again like 15 years later, which hurt. And then staying clean and then starting to drink alcohol, thinking that, oh, I could drink wine successfully. I got a hair here or something, guys. Excuse me. I can drink successfully because I was having a little bit of wine, guys. A friend of mine was relocating and we partied every day and drank sangria with a little bit of deep eddies in it. And we were classy and, walking to the beach every day. And when she left, I continued to drink because I was like, wow, I cannot believe. I'm looking for my tissue, guys. I have the dry eye issue. So anyway, when she left, I continued to drink the wine, the sangria, mixed with the deep eddies, and it was wonderful until one bottle became 2 bottles, and then 2 bottles became 3 bottles. It's like, okay, wine got to go all together because you're costing me too much now, and now I need more. Because now my alcohol tolerance is getting bigger. I'm feeding it every day. So that beast is getting big. It's growing and I'm feeding it. And that's all I'm putting into my body and my mind is a depressant because alcohol is a depressant. So I was literally drinking depression. Like, let me have a shot of depression, please, because then I'm going to drink and then it's not enough alcohol. Not enough in the world where that one is too many and 1,000 is never enough. It's so true, guys. And it took me 61 years to finally get it because it's that first one. And then look, I'm having a hard time now that we got the right medication. And I have to sit with these thoughts now of relapses and how I had to fight to get my daughter back because I wanted to be a good mother because I got a son out there, guys, I haven't seen since he was 4 years old and I want to meet my son so bad. So Julian, if you out there, son, and thank God that I'm sober now because I would not have wanted to meet you in my addiction. That's another thing where I'm having a hard time of self-forgiveness because I had just started smoking crack when I came back from Georgia. And boy, did I take off into that and was leaving my son, with the dude from a different town, Chicago or something. I think he was running. And as long as I fed him, to watch my son, everything was fine. And, until I went to jail. And then his father went and got him and brought him back very physically beaten. And I'm into my addiction where I bring him to the hospital and he has all these bruises and they literally let me spend one night and they took him and they told me I couldn't be in there until they did an investigation. Guys, it was awful because he had literally had him for a month when I got out of jail. He had still had him for 4 more weeks and I'm like, oh good, he's really bonding with his son. And to not go to the police station when he brought him back to me that day. I should have went to the police station. But see, these all of them shoulda, woulda, coulda, guys. And that addiction will have you so hard. It'll have you so messed up that you would do things that you would never think that you would do. And everybody's story is different. And everybody's limit of the things that they've done that they can't forgive themselves for, you get to numb that stuff. You ain't got to think about it. But for me today, I have to think about it. I have to grieve. I have to forgive myself I still guilt give my daughter all the time now. And she'll be 30, guys, and I still guilt give. If I get something, I'm getting extra money, mommy giving her half. It could be 100,000, guys, and I'm going to give her 50,000 because she is worth it. Master's degree at 27. I would give her 50,000 if I had it, guys, because being the first one in my family to graduate with her master's is like a blessing. So thank God that she has a mind too, and thank God I didn't have to deal with my daughter being touched because I refused to have that in my life, to putting her at risk for it to be molested. Because guys, you could do some things to a child, but that molestation and touching them when they little like that, it does something to you. Even though you get a lot of therapy and you heal through God, it's still a lot, guys. It's very painful, and now that I'm working my program, because I want to be clean, I enjoy my recovery now, especially Zoom, guys. And I didn't think that Zoom would be a good place to get recovery. I'm like, oh, how you gonna do Zoom? You need to be around people. Thank God for Zoom for me today, because if it wasn't for Zoom, I don't think I would be sober now, because I would have had a reason why, because I don't have a car. My car got taken because I was blacking out and drinking, guys. Yep, thank God I didn't kill me or my dog or anyone else. Thank God, because I started blacking out and get behind that wheel. So people, guys, if you out there doing that, please stop, because that is dangerous. See, ladies, alcohol is sloppy. It's sloppy. It's messy, and especially when you think you a diva and you a seasoned diva, that when you know better, you do better. But it took me 61 years to know better. But guess what? I got it finally, because I didn't think anything was wrong with me. In my world, everything was okay until I put down the addictions, and now I'm addressing the things from my childhood abandonment issues all the way to trying to raise that 8-year-old and that 16-year-old in me that needs to be nurtured, guys, because when you grow up without any parents, that does something to you. Because I always felt like I wasn't good enough. No mommy, no daddy, I'm not good enough. Why? But thank God I had my grandfather, and I had plenty of kids to play around, but I got beat up every day, bullied every day. You guys know who you are that bullied me every day. I used to be so scared to get off that bus. So see, when I discovered marijuana growing up in high school, and I know I can go ahead and escape with that and learn how to take up for myself, and now all these things are things that wasn't dealt with, and to have to deal with that now in sobriety is a blessing, because at least I know it's something wrong and there's ways for me to go ahead and change. And I didn't get sober to be miserable, I got sober where I'm hoping that my story will help millions. Yes, guys, I said millions. Addiction is hard. It's really hard because we beat ourselves up, especially mothers, But when we get ourselves together, I know for me, I'm an amazing mother and I am an amazing CNA. Those two things can't nobody take from me, because I'm good at my job. I can tell if my patient get a hangnail. I'm that good. I could toot my horn about that. But when it comes down to that self-love and self-forgiveness and things like that, I'm still seeking, on that journey to forgive me for those things. Even though I was sick, it still caused some damage. We do take our family with us. My family was my daughter, my children, because other than that, I really don't have any family where I have friends that became family, because unfortunately, I'm not too close with my family members. And it took a long time to deal with that and accept that when I wanted that validation so bad from my family. And it's like, wow, I see now they not trying to work with me and I can't do this alone. And it hurts. It's like that sore would heal. And when I reach out and I get it back, then it's like I might as well just pick the scab off again and then it got to heal again. It got that hard and painful for me, guys, where I wanted to hang out with my family that much. I don't even know my sister. We grew up in the same house, guys. So that's a lot to carry around with you. And then you get sober and you have to realize where, you know what, it happened. So now what am I going to do? Come up with a solution. It's not about I don't want to hear anymore from myself that pour me another drink. No. I want to go in and heal and let people know, especially women. Addiction is no joke, guys. Crack is no joke. I don't know about fentanyl. I really wasn't into downers. I want to keep going and going and going. You know, thank God I never did meth because I probably really would have been up where. Thank God, that's one drug I never tried, you know. But if you're out there and you're still using Zoom is a wonderful tool. I swear, when I finally surrendered to my daughter telling me about it for 2 years into my alcohol addiction, I finally was broken enough to get on there and listen. And I got up and went every day, every day, every day. And I've been going every day at 7 a.m. since I've been sober for a year, 8 months. And it's not easy, guys. It's not hard, but it's easy. Like, it's a simple program, like they say. It's a simple program. Don't complicate it, stupid, you know. And I'm learning so much about self-forgiveness, self-love, um, acceptance, surrendering, and knowing it's okay that I'm not perfect, you know, because I didn't think I could be loved even by myself if I wasn't perfect. You know, what is perfect? You know, but this is where addiction took me. And thank God now I'm trying to do, not trying, guys, I'm killing it. A year and 8 months, I'm killing it. And you know what? I'm growing as I'm killing it because I don't want to be on this earth and be in pain and bitterness and angry because I didn't have a mother or father. Guys, there's a lot of tools out here today that I feed my mind with good things, spiritual affirmations. You know, I read self-help books and I love daily meditations. I listen to Joyce Myers every day after my meeting. I gotta get up on reading my Bible some more because I listen to her all day and then think I ain't gotta read my Bible, guys. But that's not true. I do need to read. I'm reading both big books, both of the big books. The Bible and the actual AA book, and you know what, they both are helping me grow along with I want to see what life is like if you live it not bitter and not broken, and knowing that you're okay and I can get up every day. As long as I don't pick up that drink, I can get up every day and work on my self-forgiveness, you know, and forgiveness of others soon. You know, I haven't worked the fourth step yet, but I can't wait to do it because I got stuff going back since I was 8 years old, guys. And you know what? I didn't want this video to be too long. I was trying to keep it, guys, at 10 minutes. And look, now I'm into 18 minutes. I hope I didn't lose any of you guys by it being 18 minutes. I really am trying to work on them being shorter. But some things, guys, I can't say in 10 minutes, you know. Where hopefully it doesn't bore you and it'll help you know you're not the only woman out there that's a mother that has a hard time with self-forgiveness, you know, because of the things that we've done to our children because of addiction, you know. And I just want you to know that if it's worth it, if you learn a new way to live. It might be through church. It might be through Zoom. It might be through AANA. It might be through just positive affirmations. But it's a lot of help and a lot of things out there we can do to heal. Some of my favorite are yoga, I love yoga, even if I only do like 5 minutes. If I do 5 minutes of senior walking on YouTube, guys, shout out to YouTube. I love YouTube. You know, I look everything up on YouTube and Pinterest. Shout out to them both, where they both are helping me grow and change and do some self. You know, I'm looking for my tissue again, right? And to do some self discovery, where I really, really want to thank you guys. And I hope that I stayed focused and wasn't all over like a paintbrush, because I did start it off with talking about self discovery and self forgiveness and self love. So I did still continue to touch on those three, especially the forgiveness about both children, having a daughter and doing good, and then losing one child and being able to be available for the other. So I want to thank the people that did tune in today, and I hope that you will come back again, because I hope and pray that this touched someone to let you know you're not alone. You know, whether it's you're out there drinking and you know that you need help and you're not ready or whatever. It is help out there, programs, reach out, get the information. We need more information, guys. And I'm hoping that I can get a lot of it more up here, so you know we can know when it comes down to mental health, that what we need to do. Because now that my mental health is under control, now guys, I can stay focused on this self-forgiveness, this self-love, and show up for my meetings. I even chair meetings now, guys. But look, here I go, still keep talking. I told you I could just keep talking, but I don't want to lose you guys, my audience. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you hopefully again on the next. I'll take a minute. Thank you guys for watching. Have a blessed night. Bye.